Alrighty guys, I feel like it's time to review the 336 Grady, another $600,000 boat. Kind of going to do a quick walkthrough here and show you some of the features, not so much of a review, but the goal is to show you the ins and outs of the 336. It's a pretty awesome riding boat. One of my favorites. This one we have is powered with triple 350 Yamahas. And I hear this question all the time. Why are boats so expensive? Well, why is everything so expensive? Usually the guy that says that line is the guy that bought his house 20 years ago for 100 grand, and he's the one that thinks it's worth $1 million now. So here is a view of the back end. And the Grady 336, massive 33-foot center console with an 11'7" beam, triple 350 Yamahas. Fast, comfortable fishing machine. 360-gallon fuel tank in here. I'm gonna pop my shoes off so we can get up in it and take a look. Kind of work this one from the back to the front. In the transom here we have a diesel fill, and that is for our Panda generator. And then we have freshwater shower and hot and cold water controls there. So there's an onboard water heater. And at the back you have 1, 2, 3 engine flushes so that you can individually flush the engines on your lift. Nice transom door. There are no in-floor fish boxes in the Grady Whites. They definitely are not a believer of relying on pumps below the waterline. Here we have our massive insulated fish box with the Dometic freezer plates. Fit and finish in here is looking nice. It's lit and drains right overboard. In the port rear corner, little storage tub to get into your bilge for your coolant for the generator, and access to the through hulls. All stainless steel through hulls in there. Another thing I'd point out, a lot of boats don't have room in the back here, but on each side you have a nice dive or emergency ladder and about 2 feet between the transom and the engines for you to walk through. Nothing crazy for battery switches. 3 1, 2 and alls, main breakers and float switch breakers, freshwater, raw water wash down, side entry ladder there, hooks on, another beefy door handle. It's held open by a magnet. And this is one of the nice features for the fishermen here. In the leaning post you have dual live wells. And this live well, pretty much all of the Grady live wells make sense. They're rounded, the water comes in. I'm going to see if a camera can show you the inlets there. So the water comes in from the top all the way down to the bottom, and it shoots the water so it is rotating in the well, keeping the bait alive with no hard corners for the bait to get stuck and die. And on the port side of the live well, leaning post, you have the same thing. Slightly smaller well. Middle of the boat, 5 rod holders and a freshwater wash down. Basic tackle drawers here. This is starboard. Nice hatches, and that is a cream colored starboard to blend in. More storage tackle. and a spacious 3-seat helm. All the seats are on slides, so you can slide them forward and back to get as comfortable as you need, with flip-up bolsters and individual armrests. Before I get too much further ahead, that is a rear bench seat. Basic operation and very comfortable seat. When you want it out of the way to fish, you lift it up, folds out of the way like you saw. And then over here we have our cockpit step. So this flips up, little support comes out. And this is for you on the non-floating docks. You can stand up, check out my two-tone socks for you. A little more storage here. All right, back to the front of the leaning post. I'm gonna open up this hatch. Nice feature. You will see in here, your live wells are foam insulated, and all of your batteries are not in the bilge. They are in the leaning post with easy access, so if you ever need to replace them or get in here for maintenance. And there is your battery charger. Leg rests fold down. You also have a footrest at the helm. We typically order this boat with a bow thruster and joystick. We've got autopilot, helm air conditioning due to the generator, and a ton of room for electronics. Laminated safety glass, not plexiglass. You can see that curved edge. And I am looking through this with polarized lenses. I don't know if that will work for you, but you'll see there's no weird blurry spots in the windshield. Nice Fusion stereo subwoofer. And a massive bow. These are inserts for carbon fiber poles for your forward sunshade. Insulated boxes. This is a kind of cool thing. So this is actually for the backing plate so that you don't have your screws coming through, for extra reinforcement on the gas shocks. Up forward we have a casting platform and table. Locks into place so you have all that nice space if you were standing up there, or cushioned to lay out. Table leg locks into the floor. And you take this piece here and it raises it up. Nice windlass compartment with push button controls, some extra rod holders. You can see those seat backs. Lift and twist to get them out of the way if you were going to walk up there to fish. And you have raw water on the port side and fresh water on the starboard side up at the bow. There's an electric vent up there. Do your clips, where your clips for the bow shade mount. Nav lights built into the hardtop. And this boat's equipped with the spray shields, gull wings that slide into this top track here, snap in, give you extra protection at the helm for the rough days. This is a pretty impressive bathroom setup on the 336. As I'm stepping in, backing in, I'm moving down with the steps, and it's making it so I'm not going to whack myself. But then I'm standing up, very comfortable. And in here we have a lot going on. So our 12 volt and 120 panel here, air conditioning, the freezer plate controls, all right in here, protected. A seat if you were to sit and shower. You got the fresh water comes up to here, and there is a shower curtain that snaps in, runs around the console to keep everything forward dry. This compartment back here, when the boat is ordered with a seakeeper, that's where the seakeeper lives. Otherwise it's storage. Finish work in these compartments, even though it's a place you'd never look, is nice. Air conditioner in there. And we have our bed. So I'm going to try and show you how much space we have in the bed. It's definitely not somewhere you're going to sleep for days, but we have a lot of space. My feet are not touching all the way up front. Good spot to lay down while you're fishing offshore. We're here, we got 110 power, light switches. Let's see what's going on the floor. There's our holding tank, forward bilge, and a high water float switch. Three rod holders down here. It's pretty impressive space on a 33-foot boat, and that 11.7 beam gives you all the room for the amenities. Let's see if I can do this. All right, I open this up. And here is our rigging, air conditioning ducts, Kusa reinforcement. Overhead life jacket storage, so you're not wasting space inside the boat for life jackets. Another thing I forgot to mention, depending on your boating needs, we can set this up with whatever equipment you'd like. Generally we'll do two 17-inch screens, radar, thermal, anything you want. We know quite a bit about transducers, trolling motor setups, and how to rig the boat to accommodate your needs. Thanks for watching the video. Peace out.